il Bologna, il Bologna, il Bologna, il Bologna, il Bologna. Again, Interisti, are you seeing? Are you, well, Interisti, let me know. I know some Interisti follow this channel because AC Milan is a tragic, but we are the best ninth in Serie A. The best ninth in Serie A, as proven against Udinese. We are the best ninth in Serie A. But I'm sorry, I will talk about the AC Milan match, but Inter, Bologna. Do you remember Bologna? Bologna is the main reason, let's say, that we won the Scudetto versus Inter the last time. And I know now Interisti are starting to see that again. So what an interesting ending of Serie A. Too bad AC Milan is nowhere near anything. But we have the Coppa Italia, I guess. That is the only thing remaining for me, and my sanity is gone. I didn't give in into the hype versus Udinese, because while our players were celebrating like we were winning and going into the Champions League semi-finals, no, we were ninth. We are ninth, the best ninth in Serie A. We are the best ninth in Serie A. So what match was this? We changed our system. It's official. Now it's a 3-4-3, which is a system that we did call from a long time. At least people in this channel were always saying something about that system. And honestly, in the first half, so I think the instructions from Conceição were, we don't play in the midfield. We just leave them the ball, leave them the possession, and we just sit back, just low block, and then we go counter-attack. This was the first half for AC Milan. Correct me if I'm wrong. And in fact, in the first half, I never felt, let's say, in danger, right? The first half was a bit boring, to be honest, but we had actually more chances than Atalanta. We were actually doing better because we were just like sitting there and waiting to counterattack. Basically, long ball to Leao or Theo Hernandez, and let's see what happens. That was the main theme of the first half. So what happened in the second half? Why did we end up losing? Because in the second half, probably Conceição said, you know what, we didn't concede any goal yet in the first half, and that's something new for AC Milan, because usually we concede the goal in the first minutes and we have to get the game back. So maybe we can push a little bit more. Do you feel we can push a little bit more, players? Yes? No? Let's push, okay? Then we raise the defense and bump. Easy counter-attack, easy mistakes over mistakes. And we are lucky that the game ended 1-0. It could have ended at least 3-0. Pavlovic saved a goal, and then Lukman didn't score in the end. So with this kind of formation, we are more solid for a few reasons, I think. One is that Theo Hernandez now has somebody that can cover for him in the back. While usually we see Theo Hernandez hold Leao, right? That's usually how it goes. And Leao doesn't track back. Today, it was a very lazy game from Leao, to be honest. So Leao even... if you see, like, when Lukman, for example, counter presses or try to be aggressive, he is aggressive. When you see Leao trying to come back and help out, it is always like, do I have to do it? There you go, I did it. Are you happy, Conceição? I did it. See how much I did run back? That's the feeling I have all the time. So, but I understand, like, what motivations do our players have at this point of the season? They're probably just trying not to get injured, to be honest, in case they're going to get sold in the summer. Pulisic completely out of the game, even in transition, he didn't help very much. Fofana was light and shadows. Well, like sometimes it's just bad passes, and that give the chance to Atalanta to do the counter-attack. Chukwueze forgot how to play football. It's official. Chukwueze forgot how to play at the football game. Chukwueze is gone. We have to sell Chukwueze. I don't know if somebody's gonna get him. Maybe in Spain. In Spain, he was good. So let's give him back to Spain and let's do him a favor because honestly, poor Chukwueze, poor Chukwueze. What did you become in AC Milan? What did you become? Uh, but what do you want? The first half was perfect if you wanted to sleep a little bit. But yeah, very apathic Milan. Nothing to say anymore. We have nothing to say to Serie A. We have only the Coppa Italia. I hope that our players at least find some motivations there. I will do the player ratings later today because I don't have time to not today. I don't have time right now. But yeah, we'll talk a little bit about the performances of the single players. The goal that we conceded, courtesy of pretty much, well, Pavlovic there. Pavlovic, I keep saying the same things, but Pavlovic to me is too sour and too aggressive. It's like he has to work on that football IQ, in my opinion, if he wants to be a top level, because he has the aggressiveness, but oh boy, he leaves holes, and it's Pavlovic. It's Pavlovic. Also, you could see, especially in the first half, that when we had the ball, especially when Menyan had the ball, nobody moves. Nobody moves. We didn't have a plan. Okay, that's what I felt. I felt like Milan didn't have an attacking plan beside give the ball to Leao and see what happens, which is reminds me of the old long ball for Ibra and see what happens, But it didn't work out. It didn't work out because Atalanta does that man marking that is kind of tough on our players because we don't have the capacity to hold on to the ball, or we never play fast. Okay, our play is very slow. Our players keep the ball too long, like that, long enough that you can lose the chance for a counter attack or for a good pass. It's always like more than one touches. When you play football, they always teach you to play with as few touches as you can. But with AC Milan, it's always like you get the ball and you're there. You have no clear idea what you should do. That has been the theme of the season. Obviously, it's not only about this game. Same for Fernandez. Fernandez was good in the first half, bad in the second half. Joao Felix came in and in 15 minutes manages to make to manages to leave you no doubts about the fact that he's not gonna be an AC Milan players anymore. Because Jesus Christ, that shot at the end, incredible. Okay, I'll see you probably later today. We'll see. Bye bye.